Hello everyone, welcome back to the physics class. The last lecture we have studied about G value. Today we'll do some equation of motion based on this G value and some numericals. Let's start. Now you have three equations of motion. Now when the things you're throwing down or you're throwing up, instead of A value, you can use this G value. So now your equation of motion, you have three equation of motion. So what your equation of motion becomes? V equal to U plus gt, S equal to ut plus half gt square. Here simply instead of A I am writing G, and V square equal to U square plus 2gs. Now the important thing here to see is whenever things are going in downward direction, you have to take G value as positive. So whenever things are going down, you have to take plus 9.8 meter per second square as G value. And whenever you are throwing thing upward direction against gravitational force, you have to take G value as minus 9.8 meter per second square. So whenever you are doing numerical, this thing you have to keep in mind, where things are going down or they are going up. Accordingly, you have to take positive and negative values. Let's start with numerical. Question first, calculate the force of gravitation between Sun and Earth, where mass of Earth, mass of Sun, distance between the two and gravitational constant is given. The first step here is to write formula for this force of gravitation. So we'll write formula F equal to G mass of Earth into mass of Sun divided by square of distance between the two. Now you have formula, you have all the values, simply put these values in this formula. So your G value is 6.67 into 10 power of minus 11, mass of Earth 6 into 10 power of 24 kg, mass of Sun 2 into 10 power of 30 kg, and square of distance means 1.5 into 10 power of 11 the whole square. Now you have to solve this. In solving this, it is important to clear the concept of these power, how to solve them. Because I will do this here. So what I will do is, I will write all this powers one side and numbers on next side. So first I will write all numbers. So 6.67 into 6 into 2, and the power 10 power of first one is minus 11, then 24, that means plus 24, then 30 means plus 30, right? So bases are same, so I can write it directly. Similarly in the denominator, 1.5 into 1.5 into 10 power of 22. 11 into 2 is 22. Now you have to solve this. So F, so numbers are 6.67 into 6 into 2, 1.5 into 1.5 into 10 power of minus 11 plus 24. Either you add these two numbers and subtract it, or you can move from this direction also. So minus 11 plus 24, it will become 13, and 13 plus 30, it is 43. So plus 43. Now this denominator, when it will go in numerator part, it will become minus. So 43 minus 22. Okay. So now force is 6.676 into 2, 1.5 into 1.5. Now this is simply numbers that you can solve this and write this as it is, and this is 10 power of 43 minus 22, now it is 21. So 21 Newton. Solve this and write, and this write as it is. Will give you answer. You should be able to see when you are going from denominator to numerator, it will become minus, and how to solve this integer part. Now question number second. Now these questions are from your textbook, last exercise of your textbook. A stone is released from top of the tower of height 19.6 meter. Calculate its final velocity just before reaching the ground. So now here what you have is, let's say this is your stone. I am releasing from here, and the height from ground to this is 19.6 meter. So when I release this, it will touch the ground and its velocity becomes 0. So just before reaching the ground, it will have some velocity. That velocity you have to find. Now first thing given in question is height, that is S equal to 19.6 meter. Now because you are releasing this, that means initial velocity is 0. So U is 0 meter per second. and g is 9.8. G means your acceleration is 9.8 meter per second square, and it is positive because you are throwing in downward direction. Now you have S, U and G. So which equation you are going to use? Last one, because you don't have time here. So I am going to use V square is equal to U square plus 2GS, this equation. So V square you have to find, this is your 0 plus 2, this is 9.8 into 19.6, or V equal to under root of 2 into 9.8 into 19.6. Solve this, you will get your answer. Multiply these things and find out square root, you will get this answer. Next question, a ball is thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 49 meter per second. You have to calculate maximum height it reaches and total time it takes to return to the surface. Now let's say this is your ball and I am throwing it upward with velocity of 49 meter per second. That means 49 meter per second is my initial velocity. Now when you throw it up, it will reach some height and then it will come back. So this maximum height where it reaches, that you have to find. Now at this maximum height, its velocity becomes 0. That's why it is coming down, right? That means at maximum height, your final velocity is 0. So your initial velocity is 49 meter per second. Your final velocity is 0. What you have to find is height, that is S. Time is not given, that you have to calculate. So which equation you are going to use? Same equation number 3rd, because in this only you don't need time. So I will drop this. Okay. So V square is your 0. So okay, this equation I am going to use. One more thing. Here, because you are throwing ball in upward direction, your G become minus 9.8 meter per second square, negative. So this is 0. U square is 49 into 49 plus 2 into minus 9.8 into S. So take this to this side, so it becomes 2 into 9.8 into S, 49 into 49, or S equal to 49 into 49 divided by 2 into 9.8. So this point you can remove, write 10, 2. When you solve this, you will get something around 122.5 meter. So maximum height this ball will reach is 122.5 meter. Now the second part of the question, you have to find total time. Now you have these values. Which equation you are going to use to find time? Either you can use first or second. From both equations you will get same answer. So it's up to you whether you want to use first equation or second equation. I am going to use first equation. So for second part, V equal to U plus GT. So your V is 0, your V is 49 plus this is minus 9.8 into T. So same, when it will come to this side become positive, 49. So your T is 49 divided by 9.8, it will give you 5 seconds. But this is the time to reach to maximum height. You have to find total time. So it will become 5 plus 5. So your total time, it will become 5 plus 5, 10 seconds. There are some more questions given in the last exercise of this chapter based on this G and universal law of gravitation. Try to solve them, and if you have any difficulty, message me. Thank you.